Hello and welcome to this video where we're going to talk about how to level up a Primalist. Now, the leveling build will be Druid based, whereby to be specific, and you can change the mastery, so once you level up you can actually change out for what you want. Now this guy's white because of this unique. I haven't got min-max gear or anything. I'm leveling the character past the leveling process still, but we have some gear that this is pretty much just +1 Primalist skills. Got some more damage and stuff through here, some resistances and stuff as needed. But as you can see, this is the gear. I'll show through the process type gear as well. You can have a look. And yeah, we pretty much just use Rampage, run through, it drops Storm Blast, and we clear doing that. And if we need single target, we use Tornado with our Warcry, and we do good single target. You can get to monoliths in 3 hours at like level 30 to 35, so it's quite early. Once you get a temporal sanctum key, you can run that after you get level 50, so you got all your skills. And I'll run through the skills as now because I've got them all level 20, and you can just pause it and everything and have a look. I should be out of the way of all the skills. I'll move myself slightly because of this skill, but you can just pause it and see where I've got the points. Yep, I'm out of the way of that one. And the passives I'll quickly go through, and same thing. So I'm level 70, almost 71. So that's the skills for where I'm at and level 20 of my skills. And obviously we're going to get past level 20 with plus levels to everything throughout once we get there. Now,
Still feel the restless spirits of my family. The Temple of Eterra will have my answers.
if we look at level 10, we have Swipe and Thorns Totem, and we get about 5 points in here before we swap it out, and about 5 points in here before we swap it out. So we got 2 here, 1 here. Now the Thorns Totem is awesome early game. You can keep it on longer if you want, and even use it unspecialized. It's not terrible. Unspecialized. Passives, we have 16 points roughly by the time you change over. So we got 5 points here, which we need to then get 5 points down here. And then we take 6 points for spell damage because we're spell damage based. There's melee base into it as well, but not as much as spell later. We're very spellbound later due to the skills we use. You can go a melee version, but this is spell based. So that's level 10. Gear is just whatever you can pick up gear wise. And a staff is generally better, but I did use a two-handed sword at one point and a one-handed unique. The unique that gives you melee damage for attunement and spell damage for strength. The sword, it did drop for me through the Nemesis, so I did use that, but I swapped it out deliberately just to do damage with the best, well, the first staff I found actually with spell damage on it, when I wanted to show that you could do both.
Strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I want to be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds and just take off. You can change lives, to create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job, no
So around 25 you swap over. You can go longer, less, depending on you, but around level 25 you can swap out Stormcrow and Tempest Strike. You can keep the totem here instead if you want. It's up to you, but this gets powerful to the point where you can hold on to this for way longer than I did, but I wanted to show the general progression. So we got 3 points here over to 3 points here. And then we have 4 points into here and 2 points here for the Tempest Strike. This is mana heavy, so mana regen stuff early is very powerful because a little bit goes a long way early on. And then gear, it's obviously still the same stuff, whatever you can get, that's good. Passives, we have progressed to all 20 points that we need in the Primalist skill. You'll be past Act 2, so you will get your Mastery. And the Mastery obviously will be Druid, but take the first 5 points into Attunement, which is mana, and also can build our damage as well. So at 20 points are here, we just added a point up here, finished off the 8 points here to get our 20. 5 points here gets our Tornado. That's our next stepping stone. And then 5 points in here for increased damage. Now, as I said, you can keep hold of Tempest Strike and Stormcrows for longer than I did, but as soon as I was able, I did change it over to the next transition. And by level 35 I was in monoliths, so I was running things slightly different. This is between level 25 to 35, not at 35. So at 35 you should have roughly this: Gathering Storms, Tornado, Werebear. Werebear is obviously the Druid skill, so you need Druid to actually get him. We have 1 point over here, 1 point here for Gathering Storms. Then we come this way for attack speed, the Lightning Pen, and the mana consumption and damage per consumption. We have Tornado, that is our main skill late as well as early. We start picking up cast Stormbolt, which Stormbolt is quite powerful. And then we also have Lightning Frequency, which does off Stormbolt. We come up here for mana efficiency because it is quite a heavy mana skill. And then we have the Werebear as well. We have the Maul and Rampage damage into Armor Shred, into some base crit. But we're pretty much all going up this way towards the Unending Storm, no Rampage cooldown. So that'll be around level 35, you'll have all that. And the passive tree will look like the level 35 passive tree. It will look like this. Only 5 points in Shaman still, then the 15 points throughout Druid.
in a mansion or basement, yeah. There's no replacement for persistence, it's a patience, yeah. In this life, I wanna be soaring, to feel sun inside when it's pouring. And I'll fight till anxiety is foreign. I'm so sick of my mind's extortion. My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted.
Then we have at level 50 you get all your skills. So the last skill we add on is Maelstrom, and this is what the Gathering Storms looks like. Tornado, Werebear, and then we have Warcry, and then we have the Maelstrom. So just pause it if you need to look at certain skills. And the passives look like this for the base, Shaman, Druid, and Beastmaster. Gear wise, you're trying to get at level 50 is the Moon Staff with spell damage and lightning damage, and chance to apply slow because we do more damage to slow enemies.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout, and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, but there's logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. Oh! Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off on a monolith topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep 'em out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you see greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim. Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I can change the past with the light achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. Break the past, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the gas, you can see all the healing. Leave the pains in the past, move on from the greed and put your foot on the gas. No,
But yeah, the leveling process is quite fun. It's quite awesome. And there are degrees where you get under leveled for the area, so you got to actually either kill some things and get some levels, or just slow down or pick up gear that is good for you, depending on what your issues are. But yeah, that is the certain passive trees that you're looking for at certain points and all that. So do try the Druid leveling process. It is very fun. It is very fun to just turn into a big bear and run across the screen like this, dropping lightning bolts everywhere, just clearing. And you get this back through doing all that as well. So hopefully you like this video and showing the leveling process and what I went through and all that. And I'll catch you next time in the next video, and thank you very much.